So this is how well, let me go straight into it, okay? I'm going to very straight into it. I'm just gonna ask you this: what concerns you more, health or finance? You know, it is no point talking about how many thousands already. You know what? We have come to a stage. If we look at 3,000, ayo, not good. 2,000, okay lah. You know what I mean? You come to Malaysia, you look at the figures. The figure doesn't mean anything anymore. Someone just tell me that they are going to arrange dinner, whatever. I say, how are you going to arrange dinner? He said, yeah, I don't know whether the numbers is going up. No, what do you think? I asked him, what do you think the number will go up or will come down? With the holidays coming in, people are gathering like that. He said, yeah, definitely go up. So yeah, I say, if you know the answer, then plan, right? So are you more concerned about the health or are you more concerned about the finance? We already 1 year. 1 year ago, we felt that maybe it's going to be over very soon. 1 year later, don't. What about then later on when the vaccine coming out already, when Malaysians starting to take vaccine, then you say, "Whoa, okay, maybe we can finish the vaccine very soon. The things will be over." Now it is not again. Don't you see? Have you already accept that it's going to take some time? It's going to take very long time. Look at the thing. Right now, after 2 years, right now, do you know that worldwide the number of COVID is at the highest now? It is not just India, Brazil, and many other countries. They are actually at the highest, and so Malaysians have to be very, very careful. Now, even when that kind of things, health or finance, is what about all these things that is suddenly gone away? What about humor? What about AIDS? What about all those things that is going to has always been causing us a lot of problems? Okay, I think I forget to record, right, Leon? Okay, I'm just recording. Okay, so what about all this? Does it mean that is okay? Just give me a minute. Since I forget it, I just talk about this. I say, okay, right. So, what concerns you more? Is it health or finance at this time today? And what concerns you more when all these problems it is still happening, right? Is it still happening in Malaysia? Last year, have you heard of anyone that has cancer, has diabetes, has stroke, has influenza, has heart attack, has all these problems? No, these problems never goes away. It's just that sometimes it hides. So our question is this: we all know that there is a problem, right? So what is your solution? Is your solution going to the hospital, going to medicines, going to supplements, or just buy insurance for your health problems? So when we come to finance, what is your solution? Some people go and get more jobs. They say, what to do? I have to get more jobs. Temporarily one, it's okay, just get a temporary job. Some people go on borrowings, okay, reloan, whatever. They just try to stretch. Some people went into money game. Have you seen people went to money game now? That's a lot, right? So what's your solution? Now, my story is this. Before this, I'm just a very, very, very normal person. What do I mean by normal person? I have, in the past 20 years of working, I have went into different kind of jobs, and then after that, went into different kind of businesses. Why? Because I want to create something for my family. Sometimes I work well, sometimes I didn't do well. Sometimes I work well, but the company closed down. So what can I do? I just have to look for something to continue, right? But my life changed in 2011 September. That time something changed me. You know what? It was a video. It was a video about Japan. That video turned my life upside down, not upside down, but right side up. Okay, right side up. Now I'm going to show you this video. We're going to watch the first 3 minutes only. You're going to watch this first 3 minutes, and let me let's just watch this and see how it speaks to you. Okay. Several Japanese TV stations broadcasting a series of data entry reports on a product called ionized water, also called Kangen water.
Sifu Chin, the video is not shared.
You can't see the video, is it?
Yeah, exactly.
Can you see the video? Oh, you can't see the video. Okay,
yeah, it's not
I
shared,
see. Okay, I don't know why, but okay, never mind. Then I'll skip the video, but I'll just go to this. Okay, then at least I know. All right. So that video actually, you can go and get it the video, right? So that video is the title is Japan Hospital using Kangen water. It is a video about the Japan hospital treating patients with water. Have you went to the hospital and they say, okay, okay, no problem. Don't worry about your diabetes. Don't worry about the gangrene. Some hospitals say, hey, have to cut already, but don't worry about it. We are going to treat you. How are they going to treat you? They say, oh, we are going to use water to treat you. Have you seen a hospital like that? Now, this is called Kyowa Hospital. This is in Kobe. This is in Japan. Kobe. Now, so this guy, look at him, right? On the left top, he actually has a very bad gangrene on his leg. Why? Because he got diabetes, right? So the hospital actually asked him to amputate to save the life. Okay, to save the life. But he came over to this special hospital. The family moved him to this Kyowa Hospital. Kyowa Hospital said, no, 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 don't cut first. We will treat you. How? We use water. Every day he has to wash his leg in this pot of water, soak it in for about 15 minutes. Every day have to do it like 3 times. Then another thing, the hospital asked him, can you must drink about 5 liters of this special water. You know what is inside the water? Nothing. No vitamins, no ubat inside the water, but you just have to drink this 5 liter water. Now, would you follow whatever the doctor says or not? Okay. Now, depends on what doctor, what hospital. Okay, if you are in the normal hospital, they say potong lah. You follow you follow our hospital, right? But this guy, because the family bring him to this hospital, so he decided to follow. He followed, drink water and soak the leg in the water. In that water for 4 days. For 3 times a day, 15 minutes to 20 minutes every time, and this is what happened. He has fully recovered from it. Now you can watch this video from that documentary. That's why this video is so old, because it is real. Because it is real. This is not promotional video. So this is something as a documentary. So he saved his leg and he started to walk. So if you watch the video, you will see that actually every people in the hospital, they let them drink water, including including the old people. Okay, including the old people. And sooner after that, then they also encourage everyone to drink, including the children also drink. Now, my friend, do you have old people and young people at your home? Do you know that these people are asked to drink a special kind of water so that they are healthy? You know, so that is this video that changed my life. I thought I know about water. You know, I thought I already know everything about water until I saw this video. Then I noticed that, hey, not all the water is the same. Then that was the first time I heard about this company called Inaji. They actually make the hospital size machine, which is very big, and they make it into a smaller one, modern one, that every home can have it. So my friend, ask yourself this question. If you are sick, you go to the hospital and they ask you to drink water, would you follow? But what if I will tell you that if you can drink this water at home so that you don't get sick, so that you can become healthier, don't get sick so easier? Which one is better? Sick and then go to the hospital and drink water, or you drink the water at home every day for your old people, also for your young people. Everybody drink this so that you are healthier and don't get sick so easy. Which one is easier? Right? Okay, so if you have any answers, type down in the chat box. Okay, type down in the chat box for me. Now, so this is that company in Najik. They produce this machine. This machine is called ionizers, or they call it the Kangen machine. It can be, every machine can be used for the next 20 to 25 years. This machine produces 5 types of water. The one that we always drink is called Kangen water. But there are so many other different types of water. One of it, the yellow color one, everybody loves it. Why? It's called beauty water, especially the girls. They really love it. Okay. Now, so first, I need to share this with you. It is this. It is not a water filter. 11 years ago, why I actually not interested. My friend was trying to explain to me. I said I'm not interested until I saw the video. Why am I not interested? Because I thought that my friend is going to sell me a water filter. That's why I said I'm not interested, right? And secondly, I thought that this is called alkaline water. Frankly speaking, I don't really believe what alkaline water. I think that is bullshit, right? But later on, only I found out that this Kangen water is not water and it is not alkaline water. So I just want to say this first before you continue, all right? So you got to understand that this is not a normal water filter and it is not so-called alkaline water, yeah? Okay, because if you study enough of it, you will notice that there are actually many doctors, not just some. Many doctors actually encourage people to drink this. For example, Dr. Gabriel Cousins, who write the book called Conscious Eating, teaching people how to have good food, how to be healthy. He says this: water ionization could be one of the most important health breakthrough in our era. The most important health breakthrough in our era. This is very strong sentence, right? So because of that, 9 years ago, I saw this, and it impacted me. And 9 years later, my life is totally changed. I now have passive income, something that I know about it many, many years ago, but only I experienced it by this business. And I have a business that I can pass to my next generations. And not only that, the blessing is we have so many friends. In fact, I have calculated that we have been to the last 9 years. I've been to about 15 countries, and all these 15 countries, I have my business partners all around here in this area. Okay, we do so many things together. We have so many friends. Okay, now so my proposal, or what I want to help you to see clearly is today is in the short time I want to show you these 4 areas. Number one, company. First of all, if the company is not strong, you can get you don't need to continue to watch the video. If you feel the company is not strong, might as well you don't watch, don't continue in our sessions, because if the company is not strong, this business you should not become in. Okay. Now, if the product is not unique, you should also look at it. Also, some people tell me that a product not important. Tell me whether can make money or not. No, sorry, I strongly disagree with that. I believe that any strong business must have a good foundation, must have a strong product behind. Yeah. Okay. So then, thirdly, you want to look at the business plan, whether this business plan can make money or not. Can make money now or not. Okay. Don't tell me that this business plan you can be successful in 5 years' time, in 10 years' time. Oh, I think it's too late already. I need something, especially in this COVID time, something that if I want to do, I can immediately see some results straight away. That's what I want. And I also, but at the same time, I also want to see whether it can be long term or not. And the fourth one is this: I want to know whether if I want to do this business, is there any support? Is there any support or not? Now, these four things you can use it to judge any other companies, any other business opportunities. If someone come to you and talk to you about business opportunity, but they don't talk to you about the product, then say bye-bye to them. Say thank you very much, but I'm not interested. All right? You get what I mean? If the company is not strong, don't go into it. If there is no support, ask them, how many of you has been successful? Don't just look at the person who share. Okay? Everybody who shares must be doing very well. But ask him, how many of in your team has actually made it? These are good questions to ask. Okay, so I'm going to very quickly go through this four with you. The first one, the company is in Najik. It is 47 years old. They have global offices in over 23 countries, 41 locations. I have been to their golf course in US, San Diego, and in Japan, Okinawa. Been to both their golf courses also. Now, they have factories. The factory is in Okano, Osaka. Okay, and this factory is very special because it is certified as a medical device manufacturer. Okay, so we are not just talking about ISO 9001. No. It's much more than that. It is ISO 13485. It's a medical device manufacturer. This company, they believe in true health. So when it comes to true health, they talks about three things. So if we are talking about secret true health, So the three things that talks about is this. Number one, of course, you must have bodily health, right? People always say if you don't have money, what for? If you don't have health, body is not healthy. Even if I give you a lot of money, is useless, right? You have heard this before, right? What about the financial health? What about financial health? If you are very healthy, but you are in so much debt, do you think that is good? Do you think that is good? You are very healthy, body is very healthy, but you're in so much debt. Do you think that is going to be good? So financial health is equally important. But third one is this. What about the peace of mind? How many times because we want to make money, okay, when we make money, we can buy some health, okay, we can buy good supplements like that. But how many times people actually traded their peace of mind? They cannot sleep well for that, you know. So Inagic believes in true health in these three areas. Now, and then this Inagic, they have a system, the business system, that is one global system. This same business model, you can work in Malaysia, but you can take this business and go to US. So in other words, let's say you want to decided to migrate to New Zealand because say New Zealand COVID very successful, okay? You can go, but what about your business? If you're in energy business, you can pack. You don't need to pack up. You just go there and continue, right? So you don't need to sell your shop. You don't need to close your shop, sell your shop, sell your equipment. There's no such thing. This business you can continue anywhere that you go, and then you do not need to carry stocks. So there are no risks in it. There are no targets. There are no quotas. There are no pressures here. No pressures. This is the uniqueness of this company. Now, in the short term, how well is this company doing? Some people ask, hey, what about this company? How come I never see that they have any advertisement? And the truth is they don't have any advertisement. Look at this. This is a report from Japan newspaper, and they are talking about sales of ionizers in Japan. Now, mind you, these are talking about sales of ionizers not in the shop. Now, there are some businesses that sells in the shop, like TVs like that is sold in the shop. But there are some businesses that they don't sell in the shop. They have their other distributing system. So Energy is like this, but look at the top three models are all Energy. KS501 Junior 2. Yeah. Okay. So that is the background. It's company. So if people ask you, hey, what about company? If you went to listen to a seminar, how strong is the company? You say 47 years old Japan company, medical device manufacturer. Okay or not? 47 have offices in 23 countries. Okay or not? I think mostly it's okay, right? Okay, then if that's okay, then we look at the business. We look at product. What about the product? The product is obviously called Kangen water. Now, how does Kangen water come? Think about this. These are the different areas in the world. In Lutz, in Nordinau, Germany, Mexico, India. They call it miracle water. One of the very famous one is in Hunza Valley, Pakistan. It is up north in the Himalayas. In the Himalayas. So for years, scientists has trying to find out what do they have in common. What do they have in common? Why these people are called miracles areas that they don't have cancer, all these kind of things. So find out that they found out that actually all these areas that the water is special. Now it is not the fruits that is special. Some people maybe it's the fruits special fruits or whatever. Okay, and then they take the fruits and now it becomes another product trying to sell to others. No, they say that the difference is in the water. Why? Because all these places the water is very high in hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, and in fact they call it active hydrogen. Now if you don't know what is active hydrogen, just imagine this: antioxidant, anti-aging, anti-inflammation. My friend, tell me, anti-aging, is it important or not? Do you like to aging or anti-aging? Do you like to grow old faster or you want to grow old slower? That's called anti-aging. What if you drink water, you can be anti-aging? What about anti-inflammation? Is it important or not? Do you know what is the most scariest inflammation sickness right now? Yes, COVID, lung inflammation. This water is anti-inflammation. Okay, drinking it can boost your immune system, right? So that is called active hydrogen. This is what it does. Now, so there are 4 things I want to quickly share with you about Kangen water so that you can have a good idea about what Kangen water is. Number 1, it is science. It is not marketing. Science means it can be measured and tested. Now there are 3 areas. So if Kangen water, if you go to internet and you Google Kangen water, you may find many people that testify that Kangen water how it helped my health. So a lot of stories on the internet. Many of them from Asia or from Europe or from US also. But at the same time, there might be some other water filter company trying to trying to discredit it, trying to sell their own different types of water. Okay, but this is marketing. You go to Google, always have like that. But let's say if you to Google and you Google this word called electrolytes reduced water, and not only like that, if you look for scholarly article, electrolytes reduced water, then your Google Scholar, your Google will come out like this, Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar, you try it, okay? Now, Google Scholar is different. Suddenly, all these things, if you click into it and see, they are all written by doctors. You don't want to read all these things. If we go and read all these things, suddenly our hair will suddenly become white color one. Because they're all written by doctors, they are all for doctors, but there are so many articles about electrolytes reduced water. People has been researching from that. See, this is science. This is not just marketing gimmick. Okay. Now, so the Kangen water, there are 3 things that they are unique in this Kangen water. That is you can't find in normal water. Number 1, this has a lot of antioxidant inside, and that's antigen. And antioxidant you can be tested, right? So you can test it, and you will find that you can go onto the internet or your friends can send you the video, and you can see how they test it and how they find out that the water inside has a lot of antioxidant. So if antioxidant, look at it, look at apple. See, one side is oxidized, the other side is antioxidant, right? Okay, so oxidized antioxidant. This is apple. Human being is aging or anti-aging. Which one do you want? Very simple questions. Which one do you want? You want aging or you want anti-aging? Suddenly, if today I'm going to tell you that, okay, to today onwards, right? I'm going to supply you vegetables, free vegetables. But this vegetable different one. You have been eating all your pesticide vegetable all the years, right? Not healthy. Today I'm going to give you organic vegetables from a special garden, very high in antioxidant. Would you be happy or not? Would you be happy? Wow, you say, wow, thank God. Suddenly I can be eating the uh antioxidant vegetables, very organic vegetables, right? Now, this is what when you are drinking Kangen water. When you drink Kangen water, every cup of it is antioxidant. Every cup of it is like you're drinking from that miracle water. Instead of flying there to drink, now you can drink it from your kitchen. Instead of just drinking it, now you can actually pack it and give it to any other people, your neighbors, your friends, your dogs and your cats, your plants, your durian trees. You can give them antioxidant, any one of it. So that is what Kangen water is. Secondly, it is also alkaline. So it fights over acidity. A lot of people know alkaline food, acidic food. They know alkaline. Acidic food is the food that we really love to eat every day. Those unhealthy food. But when it comes to alkaline, organic vegetables, dark green vegetables, a lot of people don't want. Why don't want? You see, even the children also don't want. You see that? Because from young, the children also don't like that already. But here, this is a simple one. Instead of fighting over what kind of food to eat, not to eat, scolding your children, scolding your husband, now everybody just drink water. Just a simple thing. So when we drink it, we alkalize our body, we fight over the over acidity in our body. Okay. And the third thing is like this: microclusters. Microclusters means this water is not only antioxidant, not only is alkaline, but it is so small, the clusters, and it is very easy for our body to absorb and detox, right? Now, look at this. Where can you get antioxidant? You can get it from fruits, you can get it from vitamins, but now you can drink it from Kangen water factory. If you have a Kangen water machine, then you like to have a factory here. You can produce it unlimited. So there is this doctor called Dr. Dave Carpenter. He wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. He is one of the American doctors. He went to US and he went to Japan, and he's in Japan. He saw how Japan hospital uses the machine, and then he came back. Many years later, then he only found out about Energic. Okay, so then he has been using Energic since, and he wrote this book, Change Your Water, Change Your Life. He says this. So if you have a fish tank, you will go fish there. One day you come back, your goldfish is sick. The water is dirty. What would you do? Would you A, give them a pill, or would you change the water? Of course, if I ask you like this, everyone will say, of course, change the water lah. Of course, change the water. No, we say, of course, but think about it. Be honest with yourself. How many of you are A? Immediately, your children sick, your husband sick, you are not feeling well, immediately you look for pills first. Okay? Maybe last time you look for medicines. Maybe now you don't look for medicines. You immediately see away from vitamin. People forgot about the important thing. Why? Your body mostly is water. Have you ever considered that? Your body, 70%, about 70% of your body is water. Brain 75, blood 83, bones, even bones also got 22% water. Your kidney is water. So your body is 70% is water. Have you considered that? But we are so good in that 30%. We are so good in talking about what food to eat, what food to eat. How many of you have your dinner already? And over the dinner table, you are just telling your children, telling your wife telling you, this is healthy, this is not so healthy. How many of you, be honest, you just had this kind of conversations over your dinner table? Yeah. And yet we never question what kind of water that we drink most of the time, right? Now, so that's something to think. Now, number two, it is recommended by doctors and scientists. It is not recommended by me, Chin. Okay, it is not because I say so. It is because doctors and scientists. Now, I have an article here. If you want, you can ask me. I will send to you. It's called Doctor, Scientists, and Nutritionists of Kangen Water. And look at the page that there's a lot of doctors there. I'm going to show it to you. Look at this. And look at this. These are all the different doctors. My friend, can I ask you for a permission to skip this? Because if I want to go through one by one with you, we can finish by 12 o'clock. So can I ask your permission to skip this? But can you see how many different doctors they are talking about ionized water? How many many doctors or scientists are talking about it? There are many of them, they are talking about it. Even you can actually, in this list, there are 11 articles there for you. You can click on it. If you have the ebook, you can click on it and read all these clinical studies and scientific research on ionized water. You can actually look at it. There are so many doctors. All these doctors, by the way, I must say that they are not Energic doctors, okay? They are not employed by Energic. They are not someone that is employed by this company. They makan gaji from this company, so they have to tell you everything good about this water. It is not. In fact, these people, they are all doctors. They are all scientists on themselves. Now, for example, like Bob Wright. Bob Wright is the founder of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He wrote this book called Killing Cancer, Not People. And in his website, he said this, American Anti-Cancer Institute chose alkaline ionized water as our #1 recommended natural product for cancer patients and cancer prevention. This book, he used 18 years to write. And in this book, he says that if I want to get an ionizers, I would definitely choose K8 or SD501 by Inajit Incorporation. So the chapter 6, the whole chapter is talking about why you must drink this ionized water. Now, my friend, if someone studied it for 18 years and wrote it into a book, who should you believe? Should you believe in what I say, or you want to believe in what he says? You know, do you want, okay? So you gotta understand. So these are not just endorsed by the doctors, but they actually have books and certificates. They actually wrote it down into books. They wrote in the books. So if they write it into books, would you believe in what I say, or would you want to believe in what they say? Now, sometimes my friends, they are very funny. Some of our friends, they will send us an article. Where's the article? From Google? So just that day, some people send me this article. This article is from Google. So first thing first, I went to see who is this person who write this article, right? It's an editor. Okay, editor are people who write things for online news, for news. It's an editor. So my friends, who do you want to believe, the editor or the doctors? Okay, some people, they tell me that, hey, but my doctor said this, said this, said this. Okay, water is all the same. I say, okay, fine. Has your water studied? Have your doctor studied water? Uh, all right. I can understand. I have no question that that is a doctor, maybe a very respected one. But I'm talking about these are the doctors that has been using it, has studied it, and not only that, they believe in it. They believe it so much they write it inside a book, so that now it is articles for you with me to see. So who would you believe? Okay. So what about certificates? You look at all these certificates, medical device certifications, Japan Ministry of Health, medical device, ISO 13485, medical device. What does it mean? It means this is the quality of it. You think it's very easy to get Japan Ministry of Health to give you the medical device certificate? It is tough. ISO 13485, if you are not into the standard, can you get the certificate like this? Right? Now, just a note, in Malaysia, INAGIC certification for Malaysia, SIRIM. Okay? So in Malaysia, we do not have the Jabatan Kesihatan Malaysia. We don't have the certificate medical device. Why? Because we are not trying to sell to the hospitals. I'm not trying to sell the hospitals. Our targets are you and me, normal people at home, everybody, so that we can drink this water and become healthy. So that we can drink this water and become healthy. You get what I mean? Okay. Now, let me just share with you. Actually, 9 years ago, 2011, when I first listened to it, I bought the machines from Hong Kong, okay, because the time Malaysia don't have office. But you may be asking me, hey, how come you're so gung ho? And I'm not gung ho. I look at all these certificates, I look at all these books, I already wanted it already, but I still a bit ragu, okay, because in Malaysia we don't have office. So the nearest office is in Hong Kong. So I'm not sure until I watch this certificate. This certificate is JAPA, Japan Association of Preventive Medicines for Adult Diseases. It is an association for doctors. There are 6,600 doctors from Japan, Tokyo area, right? Now, so these doctors, they teach people how to prevent sicknesses, preventive medicines for adult sicknesses. Adult sicknesses are those things that you could have prevent. For example, diabetes, you could have prevented it. You could have prevented high blood pressure. You could have prevented diabetes. You can have prevent many of these things, hypertension, right? So you can have prevented this. How to prevent? You must eat good food, change your diet. Maybe even there are some other supplements that might help, right? So these 6,600 doctors recognize that ionized water is the water for people to drink. They encourage them to drink ionized water. They did not encourage them to drink RO water or filter water. They specifically say ionized water. And out of all these companies in Japan, there are many other ionized company, about ionized water company, right? There's one company received this certificate. Only one company received certificate, which is Inajik. Inajik Kangen water, specifically Inajik. So that's, if you know how to read the name Da Cheng Po Cheng, the Chinese name, okay, that is Inajik's Mr. Oshiro's name. He received this certificate. Now, that was that certificate 9 years ago. I saw this certificate. Okay, I said, okay, go ahead. I'm gonna get it. I don't care anymore already. Very simple. My family has cancer before. Have you, guys? Have you ever encountered cancer before? You have families, friends that they encountered cancer before, right? So when your friend has cancer, when your family members have cancer, you were saying that, oh, it's better to prevent than cure, right? Have you said this word before? But what did we do? How did we prevent cancer? How did we say we love our family, we love our children? How do we help our children to prevent cancer? So when I see this, and I saw that there are 6,600 doctors that recommend them to drink Kangen water, I bought the machine, right? So because not just me, because there are many doctors that talks about it. That's why not only doctors, but now you can see that even not just doctors, but famous people. You look at them; they take photos with their Kangen water machines. The Western one is the Hong Kong one, the Indonesian one. They all take photos with their machine. How many of you bought a toaster and then you take a photo on Facebook? Here's my newest toaster. Here's my washing machine. No, right? But people take photos with their Kangen water machine. They really love it. Yeah. Okay. So the last one is this. I want to share with you about Kangen water. It is testified by many, many Kangen stories. Now, 9 years later, 9 years since we have been using, we have so many stories about Kangen water. This is the story 26.8, 14.7, 7.3. What is that? There is a method of 3 weeks. There is blood sugar level. The middle one is Ken Soup. He is talking about blood pressure from 160/95 drop down to 119/83. Okay, 160/95 was with medication. 119/83 is without medication. Tell me, all right. So you are if you are in our group long enough, you would have heard all these stories before. You ever heard how Kenny Gong? I just talked to him yesterday morning. Okay, he is totally healthy, but 5 years ago he fainted at home. He was carried to the hospital, and they found that there are tumors in their head. The doctor says you can have 1 year to live. You can't take operation. The chemo probably can delay it. So he and the father Dennis, they both decided no chemotherapy, and he changed the diet, everything. The thing is this: 4.5 months later, they went back to check, no more tumor. The doctor cannot explain it, but no more tumor. So this is 5 years already. He quit school. He was 16 years old. Today he's 21 years old. He is now full time in Kangen, right? Then Nora Zian, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, sorry, 6 years ago. Okay, 6 years ago, Nora Zian has already done 22 times chemotherapy plus 20 times radiotherapy in breast cancer. 22 times chemotherapy plus 20 times radiotherapy, and she was sick. She was bedridden, and she still had 3 girls she has to take care alone. It was at this time someone bring her Kangen water. She recovered. Today she is cancer free. Not only that, now Kangen water become his business, right? So there are many of these stories. If you are in our groups, that you get to hear all these our stories. Even people who use. You remember I talked about Kangen water, the 5 types of water, right? So that was drinking. But what about other types of water? You could have used it to wash your hair. Look at these people. They started to grow their hair. Look at people. They started to drink, and then their complexion totally changed. We always joke on them. We say, change your water, change your face. Okay, change. I went to plastic surgery already. What about this? There's people who have skin problems, and then they recover. Look at the young girl, the Indonesian girl, that one. You know that when she has this problem, they have tried everything, including to the Bomo. The Bomo asked her to eat scorpions, and she did that. The parents asked her to do. She cannot recover, but someone helped her. They were very, very poor. Okay, the boss helped her, give her Kangen water to drink, and also give her that. Remember, there's a 5 types of water. One of the water is called strong acidic water to sanitize, and this is how she recovered from that. Now, all these stories, there are many, many stories from there. You can actually ask from us. Okay, pets, look at that. That is my cat. The bottom 4 photos. That is a matter of 2 weeks. Just recover. There's no medicine use it. Okay. Now, what about pets? What about like this? My friends, have accidents happened in your home before? If any accidents happen, what would you do? You go to hospital, right? Look at this. These are the accidents. The bottom one. I'm talking about the bottom one. Look at that. That is my son. That's my elder son, Jonathan. This is about probably 4 or 5 years ago already. Okay, he was I think about 11 years old, and I'm away. My wife sent me the photos. Who is this? He says Jonathan. Wow, I was so scared, and my wife was scared also. My wife said better send him to a hospital. Hospital have to take has to what you call stitch it. Okay. So I said go ahead. Then we look at that. Then I asked my wife, hey, has the blood bleeding stops already? Yes, you look at the photo. Yes, she says when it happens, it was an accident. It happens. He quickly said, "Bring my son to the machine there." And thank God we have Kangen water machine there. So immediately he produced some strong acidic water from the machine and apply it on my son, and the blood stopped. So I asked my wife a very daring question. I said, "What do you want to do? Do you want to now it already stopped bleeding? We also know that water can sanitize. What we want to do?" So she said, "Okay, let's observe it." So this is how she observed. Observe means she actually kept washing the wound with strong acidic water. Then it was in the afternoon, the first photo. Second photo is at night. Then the third photo is tomorrow. Okay, it covers up. There is no more wounds. This happened the weekends. If not, we would have to go to hospital, or we have to doctor's house and knock on the doors of the doctors, come and help my son, like that. But no, because I have a Kangen water machine. I was in Kuching. I was thinking about, I just arrived. So I was like, oh shit, maybe next morning I have to no more flight tonight. Maybe tomorrow morning I have to fly back already. I was just thinking like that, but no. And she sent me the photo, totally recovered. So I stayed in Kuching for 3 days. I finished my work, then I flew back. My son, he still can remember this, but they cannot find the wound anymore. So if you have Kangen water, you can drink Kangen water for good health. And there's so many waters for you to do your skin, your nose, your ears, your eyes. There are protocols that we will show you, teach you how to use. It's for the whole family. And of course, when you have that strong acidic water, then in the situation of accidents, emergencies, they will be able to use. Okay, so I'm going to skip a few things here, right? Okay, so here's the thing. If you look at this, can I come to you with the business? All right, because why? If I show you the Kangen water, have you noticed that it is not a water filter? I mean, all of us has been drinking water for many, many years, right? Some of you 20 years, some of you 30 years, some of you 40 years, some of you 50 years. We have been drinking water for many years. When was the last time your water filter company tell you that you drink that water, that kind of water, filtered water, you can have good health like that? No. Right? So we have never come across anything like that. If you tell me that there is this bottle or special supplement can do this, can do that, I may believe you, right? But when you talk about water, something that we can just drink every day, we don't have. So if that product is unique, everyone can use it, then we can talk about the business plan. So Inajit have this global business plan, and this business plan is there's no money maintenance, no money targets, no worries, no pressures. Okay. So how do they do it? Is like this. Traditionally, every factories who make something, from that factory to come to the customers, they have to go through many things. They have to go through wholesaler, then the retailer, then the dealers, whatever. Then they have to do marketing costs, okay? Then the retailer have to make some money because the people have to renovate their shop and then employ people and pay money, rentals, all those things. We, as the customer, we always get the product only. We don't get to earn the money, right? We only get the product only. However, in Najik, there is no wholesaler, there is no retailer, no dealer, there is no marketing cost, there is no advertisement, there is no renovations, no overhead, no renovations. Okay, because Inajik only opens one office in each country, like Malaysia one, Taiwan one, Hong Kong one, Singapore one. Only in certain areas like in US, because it's too big, so they have a few offices, and these few offices will handle the whole of US, right? So when they save all these things, then they save the money. We call it distribution cost, which is can be 40 to 80%. Now they save it and now they give it back to the customers. And these customers in Najib treat you as a partner. But it's total up to you. If you want to come in, if you want to join in, it's up to you. If you want to use the product, you want to drink this water, do not want to participate in this, that's okay too. But if you want to participate, you want to talk to other friends about it, then you get to share in this 60% of the margin, which is a very good margin. Am I right? 60%. Now, this is how they do. They are not those traditional MLM. You introduce 2-3 people that you can be successful. We don't believe in this. This is like open shops. When you introduce to your friends, those are the direct sales, blue colors are your friends, you introduce to them, you're like opening a shop. So when these people also introduce the other people, when they also introduce to other people, when they also introduce to the pink color people, now these are your group sales. Okay, so the key idea of this, the key idea is if we want to do well in this business, okay, the idea is to introduce many people about Kangen water, but also about the Kangen business, so that they can do the same thing. So every friends that you have is a business partner. Every business partner is like a franchise shop. So you can open as many shops as you like without paying any rentals. And you teach them to do the same thing. Okay. Now, so this is how it works. Every time when a Kangen machine is sold, someone bought the Kangen water machine, someone paid the money to Inajik. Inajik's account department will have to give out an 8 points commission. Okay, for example, our best selling unit right now is K8 now. This is 4,980 USD. That was the selling price, 4,980 in K8, which is about 18,980 in ringgit Malaysia. Now 5,000 USD is actually supposed to be 21,000, but we are lucky we are staying in Malaysia because Malaysia price is the cheapest in the whole world, right? So if you go to Singapore, you pay 5,000 USD. Okay, now so K8 is 18,980. People may pay in installment, people may pay in cash. Okay, all right. Now, so the pay in installment is as low as 791 per month. Okay. Anyway, so when someone get this machine, a sales is made, right? Then Inajik department, commission department will have to pay out 8 points, not 7, not 9, but they have to pay out 8 points. How much is it each point? Each point is 12501, 1250 for a K8. So if someone bought a K8, the Inajik will have to pay 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250, 1250. Okay, so this 1250 per 8 points is actually about 10,000. Not bad, right? Not bad. Yes. Why? Because all this money could have gone into go into shops, go into renovations, go into dealers, sub dealers, wholesalers. But no, they are taking all this back and now giving back to the customer. Okay. Now for you, how do you participate? You follow the system. Okay. So for your first and second direct sales, you would get 1 point. 1 point is 1250. When the third one onwards, you get 2 points. For 11 one onwards, you get 3 points. 21st onwards, you get 5 points. 51st onwards, you will get 5 points, and 100 onwards, you will get 6 points. There are two things that you want to remember here. Number one, do you see the word accumulate? All these are accumulate. So you can only go up, you cannot come down, right? You can only earn more, you cannot earn less. You get me or not? From 1A, you get to 2A, you get to 3A. How do you go up? You just keep on accumulating yourself. There is no time frame in this. You just keep on adding and adding and adding and adding, right? Okay, so secondly, you will see the word gold group cells. You see the word group cells, okay? What does it mean is like this. When it talks about 3, when it talk about 11, 21, 50, we talk about 101. We are not talking about you go to talk to 101 friends. We are talking about you and your friends, plus their friends, plus their friends. Okay, that's how you get to 101 fast. Okay, now, so let me give you a simulation, an example. This is this is you. Okay, so you, when you join Energy, is going to give you a number. The number is your serial number. That's numbers follow you everywhere you go. Now you can introduce anyone in this world. Let's say Mr. One is from Malaysia. 10 days later, you get your commission. Mr. Two is from Malaysia. 10 days later, Mr. Two bought the machine. 10 days later, you get your commission. Okay. But Mr. Three is from Hong Kong. Mr. Three went to the Hong Kong office and pay Hong Kong dollars. Okay. Then 1 month later, at the end of the month, then Inagic will pay you. So normal commissions, Malaysia one, every day they calculate, 10 days later they pay you commission. But if it is in US, it is in Singapore, if it is in India, if in any part of the other world apart from Malaysia, they will instruct the Hong Kong office, the India office will instruct the Malaysia office to pay you, but once a month only. Okay. Now, so your first two friends, Mr. One and Mr. Two, they are according to the structure, they are your 1A line. So you get 1 point. So let's say this example where I'm just using everyone. Let's say everyone is getting K8. Okay, so you'll be getting 1.1250, 1250. Get it 10 days later, right? But Mr. 3 is your 2A distributor. See, the third one onwards is your 2A distributor. So Mr. 3 bought the machine, you are going to get 2 points, 2005. Okay, easy, right? Now, then the next part is this. Now, if you understand the key, you see, we say every one of them are our potential partners, right? So you talk to Mr. One, hey, Mr. One, do you know that there is a business plan behind this? Why don't you come and join us on our Tuesday meeting? You come and listen, man. Who knows, everybody wants to earn more money. So come and listen, right? So if Mr. One listen to it, he likes it. He bring in 3 friends. Okay, he bring in 2 friends. The other first friend also bring in another friend. Mr. Two also likes it. Now he also bring in another 3 friends. And Mr. Three also likes it. He also bring in another friend, that bring in another friend, that bring in another friend in this case, right? Okay, so what will happen? What happens is this. Under Mr. One and Mr. Two, if they are your 1A line, Inagic will pay you 1 point for all this machine under Mr. One and 1 point for all this machine under Mr. Two. This is how Inagic pays you. Okay, of course, Inagic will pay Mr. One accordingly, will pay Mr. Two accordingly, but Inagic will pay you 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. Now, remember, Inagic has 8 points to pay. Okay, every cake they have to share 8 pieces. Okay, it's just that in this case, you are getting 1 piece of the cake. So you get 1 point, 1 point, 1 point from Mr. One's 3 downlines, and then Mr. Two's 3 downlines, you get 1 point, 1 point, 1 point. Now, but for Mr. Three, now Mr. Three introduce one in this one. Okay, Mr. Three, under the computer system, he is registered as your 2A distributor. He is your 2A distributor. Okay, So when he is your 2A distributor, see, this is how, okay? Under the 1A distributor, you get 1 point. Under the 2A distributors, you will get 2 points each. So Mr. 3 underneath that got 3%. Each of them, you will get 2005, 2005, 2005. Okay. Now, my friend, if you do a calculation here, you will notice that all together here, now you have just gotten 16 points. And this 16 point is worth how much? It's worth 20,000 here. If every one of them pay cash now. Okay, if they pay commission, the numbers will be the commission will be. And so if they pay in installments, then the commission will be less. Okay, because bank wants to make some money. So then the commission will be less. But if they are all paying in cash, you'll be getting 20,000. Your machine is already free. You already earn yourself 20 years of good health. Okay. Now, my question: would you still want to introduce someone else? Would you stop here, or you want to introduce someone else? Okay, so let's say you introduce someone else. Now this Mr. 4, okay, you have Mr. 1, Mr. 2, Mr. 3. Now you have Mr. 4 joining you. So Mr. 4 is your how many friends? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Your number 4 friends, right? But I want to share with you, if 4 friends, that means this is 2A. 2 points, okay? Look at the green chart there. 2A is 3 to 10. But Inajik doesn't count like that. Thank God. They count like this. Mr. 4 comes in actually in your organization. He is already number 13. You count. Before that, Mr. 1, Mr. 2, Mr. 3, they have all 3 friends down there. So altogether actually already have 12%. So Mr. 4 in your organization, he is the 13th customer. This was the 13th person in your organization to bought the machine. So if it is 13, you look at the chart, it is considered as a 3A and you will be getting 3.3750. And that is not bad, right? Because as I know, that might be a commission for someone's 1 month's salary. But now you are introducing this to Mr. Fu. Mr. Fu loves the family. He bought the machine. You get 3750. Then what happened? What happened, my friend? What happened is this. What happened? What happened if this Mr. Fu, he gone crazy about Kangen water. He likes it, and this is what he do. He talks to he get 3 friends to come in. The first friend also get another 3 friends to come in. The third friend also get another 4 friends to come in, and suddenly he all gone crazy. Maybe in the space of 1 week, maybe in the space of 1 month, maybe in the space of 3 months, doesn't matter. What if suddenly many people come in? How much would you earn from these points, from these machines? So remember, whatever is under 1 airline, you get 1 point. Whatever is under 2 airline, you get 2 points. So whatever is under 3 airline, now you get 3 points. Okay, you get 3 points, 3 points, 3 points. You get 3750, 3750, 3750. If it happens every day, today you got 3750, next day you got 3750, next day you got 3750. If that day got 3% buy the machine, suddenly you will receive 10,000, 11,000 ringgit. Okay, whenever they pay the money, 10 days later, the Inajik will pay you. This is how they calculate. Okay, now many of you might have one question in your mind. Hey, Mr. Chin, serious ka? What if I have a lot of machine here, 100 machine, then 100 machine or everything also 3750? Is it possible? No. Okay, I want to share with you. Okay, I'm going to do a calculation and show you. Okay, so let's say this one, there's a new person comes in. Now remember, when the new person come in, so now Inajik is going to pay 8 points, right? 8 points of 12501, 12501. Now this new person, he himself will not be getting commission because he is just a new buyer. Okay, but the one that introduced him is called Mr. A. He will be getting commission, and Mr. A's upline, the introducer of Mr. A is Mr. B. Mr. B's introducer Mr. C. Mr. C's introducer is Mr. D, and Mr. D's introducer is you. These are the people will be receiving commissions. The rest of the people has nothing to do with this particular machine. Okay. Correct. So let's look at it how. Mr. A, how many points is Mr. A entitled to? Look at this. In this example, Mr. A has only one friend. So obviously, Mr. A can only get 1 point. What about Mr. B? Well, Mr. B has only introduced Mr. A, one person, right? Mr. B only introduced Mr. A, one person. So Mr. B is going to get 1 point from this machine also. Whatever is under Mr. A, he can only get 1 point. Then you look at Mr. C. Mr. C is different. Look at Mr. C. When Mr. B joined Mr. C already have 3 friends. Mr. B is actually, in fact, it was the the third friend. So third friend is called 2A line. So Mr. C gets 2 points when Mr. B bought the machine. When Mr. A bought the machine, Mr. C get 2 points. When the new buyer bought the machine, Mr. C get 2 points. Then what about Mr. D? Look at that. Also, Mr. B recruited Mr. C on the third line. So that was his 2A accounts also. 2A lines. Okay, the third customer is called 2A. So Mr. C, when he joined Mr. D, Mr. C is the 2A line. So in this case, Mr. D are going to receive 2 points also. Now, when it comes to you, Mr. 4 or Mr. D is actually your 3A lines, right? 3A lines, right? That means you're supposed to get 3 points, right? Remember, you'll be getting 3750, 3750, 3750. But in this case, how many left? Only 2 left. So you can only take 2 points, 2005. Why? Because 8 points finished already. Enagic's budget is 8 points. They cannot pay 9 points. They cannot pay 10 points. This is not a Ponzi. This is not money game. This is a business. It's a proper business with a budget. That budget is 8 points. You understand that? So that's why sometimes when it goes down the road, some of the, you'll be getting a lot of 3 points, but you may be getting some further away from you 2 points, some further away 1 point, some further away from you, which is 0 points. You get what I mean? Okay, so this is a very clever method of doing the business now. So what if you don't stop? Now, what if you work hard? You talk to another person again, and this person is called normal guy. So how? So you calculate, are there 20? So in this example, they are already, this is actually number 25. So if it is 25, this normal guy is worth 5,000. Now, what if this Mr. Normal guy decided to do something else? You know why I say normal guy? Because everyone also can do this. Everyone can do 20, right? This is not difficult. It just takes time. It takes some commitment to do. Everyone can do. So if you can do this, that means this normal guy, your friend, can also do it. What if this 4A, this normal guy, also do 25 units? Think about that. How much would it be? Yes, whatever under 1 airline, you get 1 point. Whatever under 2 airlines, you get 2 points. Whatever under 3 airlines, you get 3 points. Whatever under 4 airlines, you get 4 points, which is 5,000. So that 25 units could be a lot of 5,000s. Maybe some of them 3,750 points. Maybe some of them 2 points, 2,005. Many further away, 1,250. Yeah, understand that? Okay, so you keep on doing this. The key of this business is consistency. We keep on doing it until you have 50, then you open the 5 airline, and until you have 100, you open the 6 airline. Now, after that, what happens? If you have more than 100, you can continue to open as many shops as possible. Every shop will be a 6 airline. The most you get is 6 points, because Energic's idea is this: don't eat everything yourself. You must share it with other people. Okay, you take 6 points, your other take 2 points. Okay, so this must be in a sharing motion, right? So that's how I want to share with you. Okay, now remember those that is very far away from you that you don't get points. These are called out of 8 points. Yeah, so those points that you cannot receive commission, so it cannot be calculated. It cannot be counted towards your towards your promotion also. So you want to go to 6A, you want to accumulate 100, right? And those people very far away from you don't get points, you don't count also. Now, however, if you are already a 6A distributor, you already have more than 100 and you already sponsor someone to become a 6A, now you can receive something extra. Now, whatever sales that comes after this that is very far away from you, those sales that you cannot get points, now Inajik wants to give you a special commission called education bonus. And this is worth 700 ringgit. Now it's slightly less than the 1 point now. 1 point is 1250, but at least they are giving you whatever it is far away from you, don't get points. So the condition is you must become a 6A first, then they will give you this 700 ringgit. Okay. Now, so just to summarize it, if you are a 6A, 6A means you already have 100 group sales. Okay. Anyone can do it. Remember, it's accumulation, right? Now, so many people is asking me 6A 100 group sales, but they cannot imagine 106 sales. So how much money am I making? You are talking about 1,250, 2,005. So total is how much? Now, in our experience, we know it's about 300,000. Okay, from your first machine, your 1 point machine until the one that you get 6 points. Okay, all adding together, semua lah, all add up together, it's about 300,000. Check with your friends who is the latest, that is a 6A, you check with them, it's about that. Maybe a 250,000, but some of them is even like 400,000. Okay. You ask Leon. Leon is one of the 6A. He achieved 6A last year, right? So ask him, he went to 6A, how much has he earned already? It's like 200 over 50, 300,000. Okay. So now, why do we know? How do we know? Because in Malaysia, since 11 years ago when they started, there are already 700 over people that has already achieved 6As. And today, the organizers, we are called True Health 9.5. We already have more than 326As in our groups. Now, 326As, that means we have a lot of them. Some of them, they are just 5As. Some of them, many of them, they are 4As. They make some money, but they are not there yet, right? But 300 over of them are already 6As, and that is more than 38,000 Kangen machines. So, when Leon introduced me, he said more than 38,000 families has been impacted. How? How was it impacted by me? It was not me. It is a group effort. It was everybody who do something. It was someone cares for this. This 38,000 families, they're just someone who cares for them. Someone that introduced them. That's why now they are drinking Kangen water, right? And out of these people, 320 of us already are become 6A. Many of them, they are actually just users, but it's up to you. You want to be a user or you just want to introduce some people and make some money. Doesn't matter. But if you are serious, this is what you want to look at. You want to look at 300,000. Okay. Now, so that is just the start. Once you become a 6A, you can become a 6A too by helping two other people become 6A. You can also become a 6A 2-2. You can become a 6A 2-3. Those are the later ranks, individual ranks. Now, it's important for you to keep growing. Why? How do you grow after 6A? You want to help other people become 6A. By helping other people become 6As, you become 6A 2, you become 6A 2-2, you become 6A 2-3, right? Now, if you are 6A 2-3, this is one of the areas that we really encourage you to fight for, and many of our downlines fight for. In fact, in our True Health 9.5, we have 10 people that is already 6A 2-3 and above. And these 10 people, they are receiving passive income. Now, what I'm sharing with you, whatever that 300,000, whatever those 1,250, 2,005, 3,750, 3 points, 4 points, 5,000, those are called commission. Commissions are counted every day and paid 10 days later, right? But when you are a 6A 2 and above, Energic starts paying you monthly bonuses. And these monthly bonuses are based on your group volumes, are not based on your personal volume. Based on your group volumes. Okay? So in other words, every month you will be getting passive income. 6A 2-3s, they are getting Actually, it's not 5,000 plus. Actually, it's about 6823s are getting about 10,000 USD a month. 6824s are getting about 13 to 16,000 USD a month. These are passive incomes. And this business can be transferred to your next generation. Now, friends, I for the business side, I want to stop here. I just want to check with you. How many of you, what attracts you here? Was it because someone tells you that there is a 6A and in 6A can earn 300,000 and this True Health team has already 300 over 6A? Is it that thing that attracts you? Or is it because of the passive income? Now, many of you, we know that, right? 300,000 is a lot of money. It can solve a lot of problems, but it can come, it can go also, right? But what if you have passive income? Something that if anything happens to you, your children can enjoy it. It is possible. Becoming a 6823, you can earn a passive income of 5,000 to 10,000 US dollars a month. How long does it take for you to become a 6823? Within our group, okay, our record right now is 23 months. Just less than 2 years, someone can become a 6823. If you work hard, if you work correctly, you can do it. Now, but I say this with many friends, and many friends tell me this, Mr. Chin, don't tell me about 23 months. I have been working for 23 years. I don't have passive income of 5,000, 10,000 US dollars. How many of you get what I mean? Right? I've been working for 23 years with passive income. I don't see any passive income. Okay. Now, so this is something to think about. Okay, so everything sounds good, but I have no experience. Can I do it? Can. How to do? Number one, I give you ABC only. Step 1, step 2, step 3. ABC. It's easy as ABC. Number one, Kangen your whole family. I said, you must drink Kangen water. You must use Kangen water everywhere, okay? So that you have confidence in it, so you love it. Number two, your job is to invite and you learn. Your job is not to sell machine. Your job, you are not a salesman. Okay? Please understand this. Your job, how to start, is to invite your friends and invite your uplines. You become the bridge. You sit down there and you learn. You don't invite them, they talk, you go and do something else. Don't. You sit down, then you learn, so that in next time you can grow and you can duplicate it downwards. You can teach people to do the same thing. This is how you do the business. Many people did number one, forget to do it number two. And they say, how come I didn't manage my business? No, your job is not go out there to do sales. Your job is to invite and learn. Invite and learn. Your job is to become the bridge. You invite someone, your friends, and then you invite your uplines, your leaders, so that they can talk and you sit down there and listen. That is your job. So everyone can do it, right? So how do you do it? This is what I want to share with you. This is the last point. There's a strong support by True 9.5. Remember, we have more than 326 A's. The latest 6A, by the way, from our group is someone from New York. He's not an American, okay? He's a Bhutanese. You know, so Bhutan is near to Nepal, okay? It's just a small country, but there are some Bhutanese in US. This guy worked his way up. He is now a 6A in Bhutan, right? Okay, so these are the leaders. Many of these, they have already achieved, many of them, they have already changed their life, including me. My life are totally changed. Whenever there are competitions in the company and we are the top achievers. This is in last year. Last year, the top achievers for 6824, 6823, 6822, 682 ranks. There are 12 photos here. For your information, out of these 12 photos, 10 of them are from True Health 9.5 team. Okay, this is how well we have done. We really excelled during the COVID time. We have been to the Inajik factory many times. There are 5 times already. We went to Japan to visit the factory. Wherever there's recognition, you see us. We do charities. This is Bachang, Malacca. We give machines to the dialysis center. Right, and this is in Sarawak. We give away machines. We also give away wheelchairs to hospitals. Right, we give away machines to the autism center. And recently in February, we represented Inajik Malaysia, and we gave money to Bulan Sabit Merah Malaysia Sabah branch. And we not only give money to them, we also give blood. We give blood to them. Okay, so our proposal is this. There is a 47 years old Japan company with a very unique product, with a fantastic business plan, both short term but also long term. Remember my passive income, but we tell you that the support. All 4. It is not just 2 tick or 3 tick. These are all 4 ticks. So what is missing is this. What is the last one? Most important is here. It is you yourself. It is you yourself. You got to decide. Maybe you may be asking that, is the timing right? Mr. Chin, you have been in this business for 9 years already. If I come in here, is it okay? Well, look at this, all right? So since 2012, Inajik Malaysia is sold over the 80,000 Kangen machines. Remember, 38,000 is from True Health 9.5, yeah? So now Inajik Malaysia is sold over 80,000 Kangen machines. So do a calculation, right? Malaysia, there are 32 million population. So you divide by 4, that will give you about 8 million families. So 8 million families, 80,000 machines over 8 million families. You know, as a calculation, that means every 100 families, there are 1 Kangen machine. Every 100 families, there are 1 Kangen machines. We have just done 1% of the market. This is a fact. Some of you say, but my friends, many of my friends, they heard about Kangen water already. Yes, they heard about Kangen water. They thought it's a water filter. Yes, they heard about Kangen water, but they thought it's an alkaline water. They don't know what Kangen water can do. That's why that is you and me, our job to help our friends to have the proper information. We help our friends to have a proper information. You get me? So that is how we do this business. What is your concern? What's your solution? This is a time when suddenly everybody, suddenly in Malaysia or in the world, suddenly become more health conscious, right? Even people that are not health conscious, suddenly they are more health conscious. Takut, oh? But there are also many people suddenly become more finance conscious, money conscious. Why? Many people are losing their jobs. Many people want to find an opportunity. Many people in your handphones, you open your handphones, you start calling these people, you will notice that many of them, they are looking for a different job. They are looking for extra income. This is a great timing. In fact, Inajik, the whole world, last year was a COVID time, pandemic time, right? Last year, our sales has grown by 15 to 20%. There are many businesses that closed down. Inajik has went up by 15 to 20%. So this is the Mr. Oshiro, the chairman, well-respected guy. He says, whatever happens, but we are the master of our ship. It's true. You decide where your ship wants to go into. If you see difficulties, you keep complaining about difficulties, the difficulty doesn't run away. But you can decide for yourself. Decide for yourself what you want to do. Now, so what you want to do, because at the end of the day, we can give you this suggestion, but the action, it must be from you. It is your family. Now, my family, I have made that decision for my family 9 years ago. Thank God, my life changed, my finance changed because of what I did for my family. Your family is your decision, right? Okay, so my friend, at the start of this, I talk about this. What is the secret of true health? The secret of true health is this. Health must be complete. Health is not just physical health. Health is not just about financial health also. I know these two things are very important. But how do you get that spiritual health? How do you get that peace of mind? The only way that you can get that peace of mind is this, is when you take this bodily health and also financial health seriously, that you are not just thinking about it yourself. You are not just thinking about it for yourself. Now you are learning to do it for others. You are learning to do it for others. You're learning to care for others. Now you are not just saying your mouth say you care. Now you really care. You really want to help someone. You might not know whether this friend want to listen about it or not, but you still decide to talk to him because you think he needs help. That is how we can have that third health, the peace of mind. You know you have done something for your friends. That is when someone thank you, it is so different. Look at the Indonesian girl. The one that introducing the one that helped the Indonesian girl is a bird nest 老板, bird nest boss, Jackson Lu and his partners in Indonesia. They just want to help. They just give water to the mother so the mother can went back home to treat the daughter, and the daughter will recover. Okay, I asked them, well, how do you like? What do you think? They say it is better than making $1 million. Yeah, there's that kind of feeling how they have helped someone. Now that is what we mean by that. Now, my friend, why are you here? Maybe you want to change your finance situations. Maybe there are certain things you cannot tell, but you're not happy with your life. You're not happy with your work. So I want to suggest to you, don't miss this chance. I remember one thing, I was so touched. I was in Okinawa, then I was in the leaders meeting. The leaders meeting, these are all the top leaders, okay? So they went into a meeting, Mr. Oshiro comes. Mr. Oshiro comes, he give a speech as usual, 15, 20 minutes. The only thing he talks about is go out there and go and touch other people. That's how Mr. Oshiro says. He never talks to you about how good is the machine, he don't talks about this. Everybody knows how good is the machine. You don't need to sell to us. But Mr. Oshiro says, you are my hands. You go and touch other people. He said this, right? But what touched me is this. After that, when he gave the chance, every people took the mic and started to say something. I stand up also. I said, thank you very much, Mr. Oshiro. You have really changed our life. Then there's one guy, I forgot who is he. He took the mic and stand up. I remember what he says. He says, you know what Energic's best product is? It is not the Kangen water. It is not even the business. But Kangen water's best product is it gives us a second chance. Wow. He said that everyone clap hands, I remember that day. He says it's a second chance because we all understand that. I have been working for 20 over years and I'm going nowhere until energy comes. Leon, you know what I mean. 11 years in your business, going nowhere until energy comes. I'm just sharing this with you because I know in this, some of you, you are new in Kangen water. Some of you, you are sometime already in Kangen water, but you are wasting your time here. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your life. This is a second chance. Take it and you can change your life. You miss it, I don't guarantee you there will be a third chance. There might not be a third chance anymore. I don't know. But if that second chance is with you, you decide what you want to do with it. Okay? Our job here, we are working very hard. All the leaders working very hard because why? I don't know how many people can we touch. We can touch one person, then we touch one person. Every one of us, we are here because someone has taken the trouble to talk to us. Even though I tell my uplines, I say, I'm not interested. How many times I tell him, but he didn't give up on me. That's why today my life changed. Okay. So thank you so much. That's what I want to share. I want to share with you. Thank you all for coming online. Right. So we will do this. We'll continue to do this. I don't care how many people are there. If I talk to 1,000 people, But if I can touch one person's life, I would do that. But if I talk to 10 people, I can touch one person's life, I will also do that. Right? Because you don't know who you can help and the ripple effect. That how many people that can help. Okay. Back to you, Leon. Finish already. Okay.
Right. Wow. Very, very true. What Sifu Chin said was really very true. Because I am actually one of the life that he touched, one of the 1,000 life that he touched. Sometimes when we do this kind of event, people will think that we are talking too much about money, but we are not talking about touching life on health here. We are talking about more than that. We're talking about touching life on financial, which is not really money-minded way, but because 9 years ago, Sifu Chin, he tried to, talk to me about this Kangen, but I was in my traditional business in printing industrial. So I missed the chance. And suffering for another 7 years before that. Then after that, he came and approached me again, and I took a real look on this business, patented business system. So I'm really appreciate him that he and his wife, and of course Jillian, and they didn't give up on me, because I saw away my printing business, and this business, Kangen business, is really fantastic because there is no monthly cost, there is no demotion, there is no the future is bright. The future is very bright because I see that the chances of me getting the passive income for my retirement is very, very near. All right. Then, of course, from my side here, I'm at the moment I'm 6A, and I have also created another business partner who is under me. He's my good friend's son. Okay, he is actually a 6A also under me, and he is 10 years younger than me. Yeah, 12 years younger than me. So this guy, what happened is that I will share a very short one. So this guy, he is my friend's son. He has been in the salesman for the past 20 years, and his salary is not good. And then he has 4 children. So for the past 20 over years, he has to travel around as a salesman from Sabah to Sarawak, and he's very saving kind of guy, you see, because he's not rich. So risking his life every month, 2 trips from KK drive to Sabah to Sarawak. So when he came in here, Enagic business actually impacted his life, changed his life recently. Yes. Then he because he's able to spend or even donate without second thought. It really changed his life, and of course his 4 children's life. From the doing Enagic for 1 month can be his 1 year's previous salary. That really makes someone change their lifestyle. All right, it's not about money; it's about the affordability. So I will continue to impact people in both in health and financially. So, but not in a money-minded way, but to help more people to see this. This is to grip this chance and do not miss. Because I was given a second chance and I came in, so I don't think I will have a third chance again. What Sifu Chin said is really very true. So I will encourage everyone to consider, for those who haven't really drilled deep into the recipe of this business system, you should talk to the person who bring you in here, and ask them more about how the patented business system works. Okay, that will really will change your whole family's life. All right. So with this, I think we call it a night. And next week, Tuesday, 8:30, we'll continue the secret of true health. All right. So with this, I thank you everybody for your time, for your patience. Okay.